What's up guys, welcome to my transformational video. So I'm going to show you videos and images of myself from 6-7 years ago so you can see how I've transformed myself in terms of style, fitness, just the way I carry myself and my game. So you're going to see some pretty funny shit from me in the past. And I want this video to be motivational for you guys so you can see that if I can improve, you can as well. Alright, so let's start off with fitness. Looking at me now, you might think, dude, you're jacked as fuck. You're bigger than Schwarzenegger. Right, but that wasn't always the case. Growing up, I've always been super skinny. Like, a lot of guys say, oh, I'm an ectomorph. I was the epitome of an ectomorph. I mean, I still am to some extent. I was always chronically underweight. So I'm about 5'11", and pretty much most of my life, I was between 130 and 140 pounds. Let's take a look at a picture of me from about 2015, so 6 years ago. I mean, I'm just literally a skeleton. If you look at my arms, you cannot see like even an ounce of muscle. Like I just have no bicep at all, right? Just a walking fucking skeleton. Let's take a look at a picture of me about a year after I started lifting. There's some progress. This is about 6 to 12 months after starting lifting, but I'm still chronically fucking skinny. There's no chest at all. Like there's no V-taper. I'm just like a fucking stick, right? With a tiny amount of muscle. Look at my head. It's just a fucking mop on there, and my facial hair is a giant mess. Like this just does not look attractive. Also, for some reason, I have wrinkles under my eyes because I used to be like chronically underslept. Now let's take a look at a picture of me taken about a week ago. I mean, this is a huge fucking difference. Like my arms have completely filled out. I have a chest, I have abs, and also look at the difference between my my facial hair. Right, it's all nice and trimmed. I have a nice haircut. It just looks so much better. Also have a nice smile on my face instead of looking like I'm just like tired and constipated. Now, of course, part of this was testosterone and HGH, which is something I've been on for different reasons. But a good portion of this is also just consistent lifting. So I've been lifting consistently for the last 4 years, just constantly trying to make progress in the gym, being really diligent, tracking my calories, watching my weight, getting my macros in. And again, you're not going to see drastic results in the span of a few weeks, but if you continuously lift and watch your calories, even if you're an ectomorph, as long as you're in a calorie surplus, over time, you will put on muscle. There's no way around it. Also, of course, makes a big difference when you get your facial hair on point. So nowadays, I go to a high-end barbershop about once a week. Now, that may be a little excessive, but you do want to go quite often. I used to like put it off for like 6 weeks, 8 weeks, and would just always walk around with a fucking mop on my head. But no longer do I do that because it just looks fucking messy. Next, let's take a look at my style. So for some reason, back in the day, I used to have a habit of walking around with sweatshirts but no shirt, even though I had no muscle either. So I don't really know why I did that. This just looks sloppy. Again, I got a mop on my head. I got no facial hair. I mean, it just looks pretty fucking bad. Like, I just don't look attractive in that photo. Let's take a look at this one. This is me just being a typical tourist in Poland. Just my clothes don't really look that great. I just kind of look awkward as I'm standing there. Here's one, just me looking like I'm missing a chromosome, just like I have Down syndrome or something like that. Again, shorts way too loose, shirt just kind of random, and also no muscle to add like definition to my body. Here's me with a girl. This is about 2016, 2017. I just kind of look chody. Like the girl looks normal. She looks like she's smiling. I look like I'm holding on to her as if she's my precious. No, don't leave me. Don't even look at the camera. Now, let's take a look at me. This is a picture taken about 2 weeks ago. Now, the only downside is I did lose a little bit of hair since then, yes. But even despite that, I still look a lot better. My facial hair is on point. I have a sharp haircut. My clothes fit me a lot better because I have muscle. So yes, your clothes will fit you better once you put on some muscle. I have tattoos. My clothes are just a lot better. Got some nice pants, a shirt that fits me well, right? Again, ignore the bike. Just look at me in this photo. Like this just looks noticeably better than I did 4 or 5 years ago. And this wasn't even nearly as much work as the muscle. It just involved me getting to a high-end barbershop, putting on some muscle, and getting clothes that actually fit me. And of course, tattoos help as well. So you can see a big difference there. All right, next let's jump into old videos of me. So believe it or not, before playing with fire, I used to have another YouTube channel where we talk about random shit. I was able to find some of those videos. So you guys are in for a big treat here. Here's a video that I made 2015.
Hey, what's up guys? I wanted to make this video to defend Julien Blanc from RSD because I find it pretty ridiculous that no one has had the balls to stand up and defend Julien. And if you're not familiar with the whole Julien controversy, then you probably won't find this video that interesting.
Look at, I'm just sound so monotone. All right, guys, so in this video, I'm going to defend Julien Blanc. For some reason, I don't know why the fuck I thought it was a good idea to wear a sweatshirt without a shirt, showing my like fucking non-muscular, hairy chest. Like, I don't know why I thought that was good style, but fuck it. So yeah, you can see big transformation between that and my videos now. Let's take a look at another video.
What up, guys?
Shorts way too loose.
I want to shoot this quick and simple video this morning to talk about a common mistake that I see a lot of PUAs make that I feel like can be so easily avoided. And it's this idea of going to the hottest clubs.
Total fucking dork. Let's take a look at another one.
I wanted to make this video before I start eating my breakfast to talk about my breakfast. So for the past few months, I've been kind of on a quest to try to get that perfect breakfast.
I mean, I'm just a fucking dork, and let's take a look at one last one.
I'm creeping outside my neighbor's house right now to shoot this video to talk about bullshit moods and how they can hold us back from achieving our long-term goals. So what is a bullshit mood? A bullshit mood is basically a state of apathy or a state of...
I mean, outside from my, my questionable wardrobe choices and my lack of grooming, is just look at the way I carry myself and look at the way I sound. Like it just looks like I lack confidence. I'm just like kind of like, again, a dork. Like that's basically what I used to be for a quite significant portion of my life. Now the funny thing is, since this is 2015, 2016, I was still getting laid back then. So at that point I was at like maybe 100 girls, something like that. I had already been in at least one relationship, coming on my second one. So at this point I was definitely very much into game, right? So it's kind of funny to me because I'm watching this and it's like super fucking cringe, but yet I was still having some success with girls. Not as much as I am now, but definitely there was some. And speaking of which, let's take a look at what my game used to be like back in those days. I was able to find my first ever infield. And I wish I had even older infield because there would be a more sharp contrast, but I think this will do the trick.
Wait, excuse me. Hi. I'm sorry. I had to come and say hi to you. I know what you're thinking. You're like, fuck, like, why does every guy keep macking on me on the promenade? I'm just a short Asian girl. I'm just trying to walk around, just like do my shit, do my shopping. Like I just want to fucking rock out. So that's what happened.
So right away you can see, first of all, my voice sounds a lot different. I sound like a dork. And secondly, I'm not shutting the fuck up because I'm nervous. When you have anxiety, you're either don't talk at all or you talk way too much. I used to be in the latter category, so I would just talk and talk nonstop, hoping that would get me over my anxiety instead of shutting the fuck up.
What's your name?
Michi.
Are you Japanese?
Yeah.
Ooh, konnichiwa.
I came here for shopping.
Inu.
Yeah.
Inu. Inu.
Oh, I didn't.
Inu.
No.
That's the only Japanese word I know. It's inu.
So just kind of being a weirdo, and again, this is from back when I used to really follow RSD heavily, so you can see that my game is very like button pushing. But this is not actually a good game. Like, I was getting laid in spite of myself, but not because of my game.
Yeah. Well, I went to Tokyo 3 years ago, yeah.
For shopping.
Yeah. And I know the Japanese girls really like it when you like talk dirty. So I was just like going around like saying inu.
Like, look how much I'm stuttering, and I'm like, I almost sound like fresh and fit, right? So again, you can see big difference. Let's take a look at some infield of me literally 2 weeks ago.
Excuse me. My dog thought you were very cute.
Oh, thank you.
He wanted to say hi.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh?
he does.
Oh,
I just talk for him though.
okay.
Yeah, because he's shy around girls.
Oh, I see.
I'm Alex. Nice to meet you. Where's your name from?
Russian is but I'm from Peru.
Russia? Okay. I'm from Russia.
Oh, you're...
So you can see, like, again, my approach hasn't changed that much, and I still have that same kind of like trollish sense of humor. The big difference is just like my body language. I've just calmed down a lot. I'm a lot more chill. I'm a lot more grounded. I can have a more normal conversation. I go up to a girl without trying to like impress her or be the dancing monkey and just like, hey, how's it going? I want to say hi. Nice to meet you. It's a lot more seductive. It's a lot more mature rather than kind of like the frantic energy I used to have. So you can see also big transformation here as well. So the big takeaway here is that it's possible to transform yourself with enough time and effort. I would say that I used to be an average guy with below average social skills. Now I would say I'm an above average guy with significantly above average social skills. That's because I practiced, and I put in the work. It wasn't easy. It didn't happen over a week. It didn't happen over a month. It took years, as you can see. And we didn't even really go that far back. We were back to 2015, back when I was already having some success with girls. We go back to 2008, 2009, when I was a frustrated, depressed virgin, you would see a completely different Alex, right? Back when I was just depressed, I could barely have an interaction without having some kind of a fucking seizure, right? So again, it was a lot of work to get to from this point to this point to that point. And again, this shit does not happen overnight. So the point of this video is not to make it seem like I'm some kind of perfect role model that's made it. No, like there's still a lot of work I have to do and a lot of things I could still improve on. But I would say I have significantly improved myself in terms of fitness, in terms of my style, in terms of the way I carry myself and just my success with women, my social skills, and my finances. I didn't really mention this part, but I used to be broke for a significant portion of my life. I remember when I first moved to LA 2014, I lived in this really ghetto house in LA that was so fucked up that I had 12 roommates in one house, and there was a big metal gate around my house, and at night the homeless people would come out like zombies. You have to like lock the gate to keep them out. I mean, it was like probably one of the most ghetto parts of LA that I used to live in. And now I live in a nice 2-bedroom apartment on the water in Miami, right, overlooking the ocean. So again, big fucking difference. So you can do a lot of shit with enough time and effort. The point is that you don't want to give up. If you're in a shitty place right now, you can, again, if you're willing to put in the work, be in a much better place a few years from now. So I want this video to be motivational and encourage guys who are on the verge of giving up, or guys who are just feeling frustrated and thinking that they're going to be in the same place for the rest of their life. No, like, you can change your circumstance. You just have to put in the work. That's, again, the big picture here. All right, guys, show us some love by smashing the like button, hitting subscribe, click the bell for notification. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more of these types of motivational videos. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time.